Hi guys, hope you're all okay. It's Chantel. Welcome back to my channel. So, as some of you may have noticed, I've been away for a little while. I had a few issues with my stomach and I felt really poorly, and I was taken into hospital and they'd done loads and loads of tests. Now, at the time I was so anxious because I suffer really bad with like health anxiety, and whenever something's wrong with me I always think it's the worst possible thing, and I really struggle with it, and honestly it was causing us a lot of stress. So I had to step back from YouTube a little bit until I found out what was going on. And luckily, yesterday I got a phone call to say everything was okay. The thing at the time, what was causing all the issues was like a sort of stomach bug that I had. And I'm just so happy. I was thinking all sorts. They also explained it could have been a couple of other things, and I was worried about that, but it came back and everything's absolutely fine. So I'm so happy to report to you all I'm fighting fit and I'm back, and I had to share it with you all because I'm always quite open on this channel and I see you all as my friends. So there we go, everything's fine and I'm so pleased. So today, to get back to it, I thought I'd just show you a few fragrances that I've bought over the last, I'd say, 3 months. There's 5 that I've got to show you, and I'd say 2 of them I absolutely love so much. They're unbelievable, and one of them I don't hear a lot about, so I'll show you those 2 at the very end of the video. But the first one I want to talk about is Bottega Veneta. Now this is a beautiful leather and oak moss fragrance. This is really nice. I find that this one is so classy and sophisticated. It's like a real boss lady fragrance. It's beautiful. And this one is so long lasting. I bought this one second hand actually on Depop, and I got it for a really good price, and I'm so happy that I got it. It's just a sort of fragrance that I would wear probably at any time of the year. It's something you'd wear when you're feeling really put together, or if you're going to like a meeting or even like an interview and you really want to give that good impression. It's a stunning fragrance, and I'm so happy with it. This one I'd say could be worn by both men and women. It smells very unisex, and it's very long lasting as well, and it's got a slight sort of vibe of Dior's Gridio. It's a little bit similar. They're not dupes or anything, but they've got the same sort of vibe. I think if you like one of them, you definitely like the other. So this is a stunner, and I'm happy with this one. It's Bottega Veneta by Bottega Veneta. The next one is a flanker of the Bottega Veneta fragrance. It's Bottega Veneta Eau de Velours. Now, I actually got this one before the original, and I really like this one, and I loved it so much that I needed to get my hands on the original to compare them. But this is very similar. It's got the same sort of vibe to it. It's a similar backbone, but this has got added plum, and it's got rose in there. It's got a lot of spices. It's woody. It's a bit of a, I'd say, more sort of sultry, deeper version of the original, and I really like it. It's beautiful. Out of the 2, I think To be honest, I think I actually prefer the original one. I think this has got like a little bit of a more uplifting vibe to it. This one to me smells a little bit more like violety, and it smells a little bit like makeup in a way. It's got that sort of old-fashioned makeup vibe about it. But this one, the added plum is really beautiful in there. It's a little bit more spicier, I'd say, and it's got that beautiful leather note, which they both have. But I'm definitely going to do like a full comparison video of the two, and I'll compare them both and give you my full opinions on them. So yeah, I really like both of these fragrances. They've been good buys. Now the next one is actually a fragrance that just arrived yesterday, so I haven't had like a really good wear of it. I put it on last night just to check it out. It's called Murmure Ylang Ylang de Madagascar, and it's by Van Cleef & Arpels. Now, I hadn't heard of this fragrance at all, but this is a limited edition version of the original Murmure, which I hadn't heard of. I've never really heard anyone talking about it, so I was really intrigued. I do like ylang ylang in fragrances, so I had to get my hands on it, and it was at a really affordable price. I got it from TK Maxx. Now this is an EDT, and I really like the look of the bottle. I think it's such a beautiful, like sort of classic looking bottle. I really like that. But this is basically a strong ylang ylang fragrance. It's also got a bit of jasmine in there and a few other white florals. It's woody in a way, and there's also vanilla in the base. But to me, you really get like the ylang ylang and the jasmine. It's a real floral fragrance with a hint of woodiness. And to be honest, from testing it last night, I'd say it doesn't last a long time on the skin, but it is only an EDT. But it's really nice. It's quite a classic fragrance. If you like florals, you like ylang ylang, I think you'd really enjoy this one. Now, I don't know if it's readily available, because as I say, I got it on TK Maxx, and I think there are still a few more available because I checked it out this morning. It's still online, but I've never really seen it about, so I do think it's discontinued. As it says, it's limited edition. I think it's long gone, to be honest. But if you really like the sound of like a strong ylang ylang fragrance with jasmine, woods and a hint of vanilla, get your hands on it. It's from TK Maxx. I think I paid £40 for it, and it's a beautiful fragrance, very classy, elegant. Would I say that it's unisex? I do actually think it's unisex. I think it's leaning a little bit more feminine. But yeah, a man could definitely pull this one off. But it's just a really classy fragrance. Something you would put on probably when you didn't know what else to wear. To me, I think it's going to be quite an easy reach. It's beautiful, and I love the bottle. I really do. I love the Van Cleef & Arpels bottles, and they always have like little tag emblems on them, and I think they look really beautiful. So yeah, I'll try this one out a little bit more, and then I'll let you know my full thoughts on it. But if you do want to get your hands on it, it's in TK Maxx, it's online, so check that out. A beautiful, beautiful white floral ylang ylang fragrance, gorgeous. Right, so now we're on to the two fragrances that honestly I absolutely love. This first one I'm going to show you is another one I actually picked up in store in TK Maxx, and I got it for such an affordable price, and honestly it is amazing. It's so beautiful. I love it. It's Shiseido Zen Gold Elixir. Now, again, I haven't heard many people talking about this one, but I looked it up online and it's quite an expensive fragrance, and I think I got it for like under £30. And I didn't know what it smelled like. I had never smelled it before. It was a total blind buy, but I just was really drawn to it. And when I sprayed it, oh, it is so, so good. It's absolutely beautiful. Oh, it really is beautiful. It's a rose fragrance, but it's like a sort of syrupy, sweet rose. There's honey in there, and there's a lot of incense in the top. Oh, it's so, so beautiful. If you like the sound of a smoky, syrupy, sweet rose and honey fragrance, this would be right up your street. It's so beautiful. It reminds me of like an old cathedral, and you're in the gardens of this beautiful cathedral, and there's beautiful roses in bloom, but those roses are dripping in syrupy sweet honey, which I know wouldn't happen, but you know me and my wild imagination. But there's like an incense vibe coming from inside the cathedral, and you're getting wafts of it, and that syrupy sweet honey and rose with that gorgeous incense blended together. That is exactly what this fragrance smells like, and it's just so, so beautiful. I love it so much. And when I first tried it, when I first smelled it, I thought there was oud in it, because it gives us a little bit of an oudy vibe. It smells like a sort of rose and oud combo, but it must have been that like sort of sweet sticky honey I was getting, because there's no oud in this one at all. But it's a beautiful honeyed rose fragrance with a smoky vibe to it. Such a stunner. It lasts for such a long time on the skin. Definitely unisex. My husband really loves the smell of this one too. So yeah, Shiseido Zen Gold Elixir. I definitely recommend it. And last but definitely not least, I got an absolute stunner from Guerlain, and I'm so, so pleased with it. I got this beautiful fragrance, which is boxed so beautifully. I mean, the packaging is stunning. Now, I got this before the bottle change, and it was just before as well. I think like a couple of days later, they were all removed from the Guerlain website. So I'm so happy I got this bottle, because I just love it. And it's Angelique Noir. Now, I've been wanting this fragrance for such a long time, and I hadn't actually tried it, but from people's reviews, I just knew I would love it. Look at the bottle, it's stunning. A real beautiful bottle, and I really like these bottles, but now the bottles have changed. They're absolutely beautiful, but I'm glad I got this one. This is, as I said, a fragrance that I'd know I'd love, and as soon as I sprayed it on, honestly, I fell head over heels in love with it. Definitely become a massive favourite. It's beautiful. To me, it's a green vanilla fragrance. It's got a little bit of a woodiness going on as well. I think there's cedar in there, but I mainly get like the green notes, the angelica, and also the vanilla. It's absolutely out of this world beautiful, but I'm gonna do like a full review on this one and go in depth into my thoughts of it, what I think it smells like, if there's anything like it. And I just love it so much. It's stunning. If you haven't checked this one out, I'd highly recommend it. If you like vanilla fragrances and you like a sort of greenness in there, I'd really recommend it. It's gorgeous. Definitely unisex as well. Lasts a long time on the skin. Now, I'm not sure if it's just been like a bottle change or if the fragrances have been reformulated. If you know, let us know in the comments. I really want to know if you think they've been reformulated or it's just a change in bottles, because there's a few others that I really want to get my hands on. So yeah, definitely let us know if you think they've been reformulated or not. But honestly, this is so stunning and I will do a full review on it. I'd also love to know what your favourite Guerlain fragrance is. I'm really loving the House of Guerlain at the moment. I think the fragrances are just out of this world. They do such an amazing job. So yeah, let us know in the comments. Also, let us know what you guys have been buying. I love to hear what you've been buying, whether they're blind buys or purchases you've wanted to make for a long time. So definitely let us know in the comments, guys. I'm so happy to be back. Can't wait to chat with you all down in the comments. Give us a big thumbs up if you liked the video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. It really helps my channel out, helps us grow and get out to all you amazing people. So until next time, guys, stay safe and I'll see you all very soon. Bye.